Today I am doing a pantry shop and a no spend week for groceries. Hey everybody, it's Amanda here at the Bealles, and this week, rather than a grocery haul, we're getting really close to the wedding. And so I'm trying to do two things. Number one, I'm trying to start really using up the things that we have in the house that are going to go bad. Number two, I'm trying to save money. So that means we are doing a no spend week and I'm doing a pantry shop. So I'm going to take you all with me through my fridge, my freezer, and my pantry to see what we have that we're going to try to finish using up. And I'll even share with you a menu plan so that you can see what we're going to be doing this week for meals. So let's go look at what we have. I'm going to start in the freezer first. All right, so here's the freezer, and we still have a ton of ground turkey, some chicken. I think that's still ground turkey as well. This is some of the veggie things. I have a little bit of leftover spinach. We have some of the leftover bananas from our breakfast, fish, some muffins, butter, and this is all beef. I mean, there's some, oh, you can't really see that. I'm going to try to get it so you can see it. Back here I have some Beyond burgers, and then over here I have some Italian turkey sausage. I have probably 3 or 4 of those. This is ground beef. I even have some Butcher Box. Oh my soul, you guys, let me tell you about Butcher Box. I almost forgot. Butcher Box is having their free ground beef for life promotion right now. If you order a Butcher Box, right now you sign up for your very, very first time, then for the rest of the time that you are a part of Butcher Box, every time you order, you get 2 pounds of ground beef free for life. So what you want to do, I'm going to have an affiliate link down in the description box. Go check it out. Go check out their prices. But here's what I want to say to you. The actual ground beef for life promotion starts in 2 days. You have access 2 days early with my link. That's it. And that's only important because if you had, the reason why they are putting kind of a limit on it is because, as you know, there have been some shortages lately, and depending on what happens, you know, as this goes a little bit further along, they might have to actually shut it down if they run out of resources. So if you want to get in on the ground beef for life, Butcher Box did a really good job when COVID hit of making sure that anyone they had a commitment to, they made sure they gave them their food and they kept their company going. And so that's why I'm so proud of the job that they did. I did a Butcher Box opening. I'll link that at the top if you want to see it. But if you want to be a part of that, again, link down at the bottom. This is their best deal. Their absolute best deal. 2 pounds of free grass-fed ground beef every time you order for life if you're a new customer and you're starting a new subscription with them. So just throwing that out there if you want it. I have some Butcher Box beef in there, and I'm going to finish showing you what else is in my freezer. I just want to mention that while I was thinking about it because I almost forgot. Here we go. All right, it's still really dark in here, but there's nothing I can do about that. There is some, there's a roast, and there's a whole turkey, and I think there's another roast right there, but and there's a little bit of ground beef, but look at this. Still pretty empty over here from when we lost everything in the freezer, just a little bit of spinach. So not too much in here. My other freezer, oh my word, let's look at that. So my other freezer is packed, absolutely packed. And I need to clean it out. So I probably can't even tell what's in it. I might even just take a minute and organize it before I show you. And we're back. So I organized my freezer, but I did take this out. I had 2 of these boxes of sandwich thins in the freezer and this bread in the freezer. So I'm actually going to move those to the other freezer. But I'm going to show you what I have in here now that I've semi-organized it. Just a few things falling off the door, no big deal. This has some vegan sausage patties and sausage links on the door. And then I also have down here sticking out some crumb that goes on top of an apple pie that I had left over, and I also have some Oreo crumbs up there, and these are just ice packs that we'll probably take with us. And then down here I have yeast, and I have some of the kids' snacks, and then underneath that is actually stuff that I save, like these onion skins and things for broth. So that's what's on the door. But in the freezer, it's kind of loud, but what I actually have here is on the left-hand side, I have, and you can't see that, on this left-hand side, I have these bags of berries, and then I have some other frozen bananas that I'd frozen that weren't frozen flat. and those are in there. And then I have a bag of, like half a bag of fish and a half a bag of chicken breasts in here. And then I have some pre-cooked chicken that I made and shredded and put in my freezer. I have some Italian green beans left, and I have, this is hash brown potatoes. I have another bag of spinach that's half open in here, and then I have some other freezer veggies, like this looks like celery that I cut and froze, and I have peppers back there, and can't remember what else. There's some broccoli. Oh, and a thing of bacon that I found that I did not know I had. This is why you do an inventory. So that's what's in the freezers. Here's what's in the fridge. I did organize this morning. Okay, so if you see my fridge before, you know that these are broken. So I have all of my condiments just on the top shelf, and that's been like that forever, I know. And yes, I know, before you tell me, I could buy them on Amazon, I know, but it's like $100 to get all the pieces that are missing, and I'm like, for that, I'll just buy another fridge. So we're just going to make do until then. Anyway, so I have on top here all the condiments. I do have a thing of heavy whipping cream that I do want to try to use this week. Put that on my list. And then down here, it's packed, I know. This is just some leftover rice that I'm going to use. And then right here I have ham. I have a bunch of ham cut up. These are some onions that need to be used, some turkey pepperoni, tortilla. This is cheese, a bunch of cheese. This is more cheese and more cheese. Actually, I'm going to take this out because these are open, and I'm going to go ahead and shred those. And down here is where I have a lot of the fresh veg and things that I need to use. So like, I have a couple leftover English muffin French toast, and then eggs, and then I have a little bit of romaine. I have some celery that needs to be cut up and frozen. So I'll keep that out too. This is some garden kale, guys, looking all good. Peppers, and then a little bit more romaine, Brianna's Go-Gurts. Plenty of pickles and jalapeno slices, a little bit of spinach left. Earth Balance, this is some leftover black beans and some leftover pizza sauce. These are some kiwi kids bought the other day. In here I have carrots, and this is a bag of olives. And you can't see it, some apples. On the door here, oat milk, some almond milk, orange juice, a little bit of limeade, baby carrots. It's kind of dark over here, but on my counter I have a few lemons and limes, which I'm actually going to, I need to get rid of those too. So I'm probably going to use a ice cube tray and freeze some lime juice and lemon juice here in the next week or two, and just go ahead and get the lemon zest and the lime zest and save that as well. So that's something I'll be working on. And then I have these 2 zucchini that I really need to use. So there's that, and then a little bit of bread. And then in this cabinet is my dry goods. So we still have loads of flour, a little bit of cereal there. Up there is like baking soda, cornstarch, chia seeds, flaxseed, peanut butter powder. There's some dry milk that I have, sugar, flour in my bucket. So this is just all my like baking dry good stuff. I even have my rennet tablets there. So don't use this one too much unless I'm making something. This one is kind of a mess, but these are all my spices and things. Brianna reorganized them again, so I've got all my vinegars and everything. This is just an absolutely huge cabinet. Up here I have honey, brown sugar, granulated sugar. Those are dry blueberries and cranberries and just kind of all kinds of dried fruit. Those are my dried strawberries that I made at the beginning of the year. So, you know, there's a lot of good stuff in there. And just have a few things in here. This is where I have my onions, and underneath that some garlic that needs to be used. I have some more peanut oil stored, jasmine rice and regular rice, and I have this one bag of potatoes left that I need to use up because I don't want any fresh food left. And look, guys, aren't you so proud? Like, I am dwindling down the processed foods. I mean, I really just have very, very few. So I've been trying to incorporate at least 1 or 2 every week to try to get rid of what I have in my cabinets. And I have just a few pastas left, gratin potatoes. There's some pre-made oatmeal taco shells, potato flakes, which I don't even think those are that bad. 1 box of this soup left, some pasta, the smashmallow. And then everything else is just jarred rice, jarred pasta, jarred beans, jarred lentils. There's still some bag ones up there. So we have loads of that. And then right here on my windowsill, I have some of my garden tomatoes that are sitting here getting ready to ripen. So I'll be using those in the next week or two. And if they're not ripe enough, I'll make fried green tomatoes. So that's what we'll be having. And since I've had so much success with my garden, I don't want to forget to tell you about this sale too. I can't help, there's just 2 sales at once. I just tell you about the sales and you do what you want with them. But Ultimate Bundles is having their gardening and sustainable living bundle for sale right now for 2 days. Today, 27th, 28th. That's it. It's only 2 days it's on sale. It is only $19.99. Like, that's super reasonable. It has like 20 ebooks and let me make sure. Okay, yes. So I found it all. It is 20 ebooks, 7 courses, and 5 planners and printables. And you guys, it has so much stuff in it. It's got stuff on compact gardening, like if you want to do a raised bed or container garden, stuff like that. Getting started, because if you're like me and you're new, I tell you, I thought just growing a garden, if you've watched me for years, you know it's taken me years to actually get a functioning garden. Don't be like me, actually learn how to do it. Homestead, it's a lot of stuff about, like, if you're interested in like serious homesteading, even when I'm making money homesteading, that's a good one. The Art of Sourdough, that right there is a $47 e-course. I mean, you're worth your money right there. Planning's got several digital planners, and then there's a whole section on preservation, which is what I like it for, because you have like the dehydrating masterclass. That is a $99 value. Right? I love my dehydrator. I would love to take the masterclass. Fermenting masterclass, and that is with Melissa K. Norris, by the way. And there's even a canning jumpstart guide with easy canning recipes. So there's also raising animals, veggie patch, bonuses. I mean, all kinds of stuff. $19.99. If you're thinking about a garden, you can still get in on it this year. There's time for a fall garden in most places. So if you are interested, I will have an affiliate link down in the description box. Go check that out. $19.99. There's a lot of great resources. This is the sale. It's probably not going to come around again until at least next spring. So if you want to get on it now. And with that being said, I'm going to run and get started on that menu plan because we've got to get busy around here. By the way, we noticed that there are two cantaloupe growing. They're not going to be ready before the wedding. They might be ready after we get back, but I don't know. So I'm just really excited that they're there. But anyway, that is all that we have in our cabinets. So I made a list of some things that I want to use up. Obviously, like I said, I really want to get rid of all of the fresh items, any fresh fruits and vegetables, because I don't want any of that lingering here and rotting while we're gone. That would not be good. So my goal is to use all of that up this week. In addition to that, I'd really like to use up all of the breads, like tortilla, just the loose breads, not the ones that are frozen necessarily, but if we take them out, we're going to have to use the whole container of them. Tortillas, like I said, and anything that's breadish that's got to head out the door before we head out the door. And then another thing I don't know if you saw, I had 5 dozen eggs. Got to work on that. Got to work on the 5 dozen eggs, and then ham. I have a bunch of ham, and it is like just sitting in my fridge waiting to be used, so that has got to be used. So with that in mind, I made a menu plan, and it includes breakfast, lunch, and snacks. I even made the list of the things that I wanted to use up this week because I want to make sure everybody in the family knows, use them up first if they can. So let's talk about breakfast. I'll take you to breakfast first. Breakfast, I put frittata cups. I loved the frittata cups. Love them. I'll link them up at the top to the breakfast batch cooking that I did with Laura Lee. Loved it. And so I'm going to be making those frittata cups for sure, especially since I got to use up the eggs. And if they don't want frittata cups, they just want regular eggs, by all means they can make eggs. Zucchini bread, I'm going to be making that. Oatmeal, berry bars, lots of that stuff needs to be done. So those are simple breakfasts. We're going to use those things up, and I'm hopeful that we can use up as much as possible. Lunch, ham and potato soup. Again, I'm just trying to use that ham. Got to get rid of it. Got potatoes. Let's do it. Tortilla pizza, another great thing. Like, let's get rid of the cheese. I've got a lot of cheese. We can put some ham on it. We can get rid of tortillas. I'm getting rid of so many things I want to get rid of all at once, right? Dried soup. I have that one box of dried soup. I really want to use it up. It's on my mental note list. wraps, again, tortillas when I use them up. And I even put tapas because like, I mean, not like formal tapas, obviously, but just like, you know, maybe a mini homemade Lunchable kind of tapas because there's a lot of stuff that I just want to use up. I had those matzo crackers. We have lots of cheese. There's, you know, pepperoni and the ham. Like you could make like a Lunchable type thing with that. So that would be great. And we have extra fruit and thing that would go with it. So I think that would be a great lunch. Snacks, speaking of which, popcorn, boiled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, nuts and dried fruit. Smashmallow, I had a bag of those. I don't know if you saw that. Pretzels and Swiss. I didn't show you the pretzels. They're on top of my fridge. It's the only thing on top of my fridge. Baby carrots. Have a big bag of those. You saw it. And that kiwi that's still left in the fridge. So all of that can be used for a snack. And I hope everybody snacks away and gets rid of those. Dinners for this week. Y'all, I put tacos and burritos on here twice. Because tacos and burritos you can use to get rid of all the little things that are in there. Remember, I had black beans in the fridge. I had rice in the fridge. Like, I'm going to be making that stuff for real because we have got to get rid of it. So, tacos and burritos tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to make curry with kale. Then ham pot pie, getting rid of that ham. And a salad, trying to get rid of the rest of that fresh veg. Sunday I'm going to have salmon, spinach, and potatoes. And I put potatoes question mark because the next day we're going to do a shepherd's pie. So I'm going to make a big batch of potatoes. And if there is not enough potatoes to do shepherd's pie and have it with salmon, then I'll have some rice. I'm sure we'll have some left over after the curry and everything. So we'll have rice if not. Like I said, Monday shepherd's pie, Tuesday tacos and burritos, and Wednesday we have something that we're doing. So we're going to be out. So that is what we are going to be doing this week. Like I said, use up ham, eggs, fresh veg, and the tortillas and the breads. And that is my goal for this week. So shop in the pantry, getting it done. And that is my plan for now. So anyway, that is it. It's a pantry shop, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, we will have another grocery haul. And next week's haul, I'm going to warn you in advance, is going to be our travel haul. I'm going to be shopping in the coming time to try to get everything ready for when we are traveling, because I need to gather snacks. I need to get, you know, all the things for the travel. So don't judge me next week. Just prepare your heart mentally. Don't do it because it's going to be probably the snackiest haul ever that I've ever done. So just know that it's coming. All right. You all have a wonderful week. Come hang out with me next time. And, this is a busy time. Pray for us. It's going to be a long trip. Wedding coming up. We're so busy. Y'all have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.